How many times did you check your phone today? How many steps did you track? Calories counted? Productivity apps consulted? Now here's the real question. Who told you to measure yourself like this? The answer is nobody. And everybody. Michel Foucault spent his life studying a disturbing truth. Power doesn't just tell you what not to do. It creates who you are. In The History of Sexuality, Foucault wrote, "Where there is power, there is resistance." But notice what he didn't say. He didn't say power is only about kings and laws and punishments. He said power is everywhere, because it produces the very way you understand yourself. Think about it. Nobody forces you to optimize your morning routine. Nobody demands you post your workout. Nobody requires you to brand yourself on LinkedIn. You police yourself. This is what Foucault called disciplinary society. Power works not through brutal repression, but through surveillance, normalization, and self-management. You internalize the gaze. You become your own supervisor. The genius of modern power is that it makes you think. All these behaviors are your free choice, your authentic self-expression. But Foucault asks how much of you is actually a product of systems designed to make you productive, measurable, and controllable. Consider the school, not a place of pure learning, but a machine that teaches you to sit still, raise your hand, wait for permission, accept grading, compare yourself to others. It doesn't just give you knowledge. It shapes your body, your habits, your very sense of what a good person does. Or look at social media. Nobody forces you to curate your life, but the architecture of likes, metrics, and algorithms trains you to monitor yourself constantly. Am I performing correctly? Am I visible enough? Am I optimized? You become both the prisoner and the guard. Foucault called this subjectification. Power doesn't crush subjects. It creates them. It defines what counts as normal, healthy, successful, attractive, productive. And then you discipline yourself to fit that mold. But here's where it gets interesting. Foucault also said, where there is power, there is resistance. Not because resistance is outside power, but because power is never total. Every system that tries to define you also creates gaps, contradictions, spaces where you can choose differently. The same tools that track you can reveal the absurdity of tracking. The same norms that constrain you can be questioned, refused, reinvented. Resistance isn't some pure freedom outside the system. It's finding the cracks within it and leveraging them. It's asking which parts of me did I actually choose, and which parts were I taught to choose. Foucault's late work explored something he called care of the self, not self-optimization, not self-branding, but the practice of consciously shaping your own existence, aware of the power relations trying to shape you. So here's your question for today. What are you measuring about yourself that you never question? What habits feel like you but are actually echoes of systems that want you compliant, productive, or profitable? Because power is everywhere, but so is the possibility of resistance. The question is whether you're aware enough to see the difference.